We're going to be playing PUBG today on the XL2430 BenQ ZOWIE monitor because we want to. Now, basically, we want to make sure that you're buying the right monitor for whatever games you're playing. So, let's start off with the specs real quick. This is 1920 by 1080 resolution. This is a 24 screen or 24-inch screen, and the buttons are different from what it is on the XL2011P screen. This screen is really nice. It's around £308 to £316. Leave a link in the description down below if you want to purchase this monitor after this review. You can have portrait mode, you can tilt it backwards, forwards, left, right, and if you're taking it to a LAN party, you've got markers on the bottom where you can move the monitor backwards and forwards so it lands on there. You've got an upstream USB connector. You do have two more USB 3s which are for download. You've got two HDMIs. You've got a mini USB connector for your actual puck key, so you can use it for the settings for you changing the graphics on the fly, 1 to 3. So the settings are really good, which the XL2411 and 2411P hasn't got. What else we got? We've got a display port, so you can get a natural or native 144 Hz stream of frame rates per second, depending on your graphics card and your computer, for consistent use. You also got a VGA connector and a DVI sub, so you literally got a plethora of connections that you can use just to connect it in there. So that's really awesome. You also do have on the side here a stand as well, so you can put your headphones on there and it's out the way. You've got a microphone jack at the bottom and a microphone and a headphone jack on the side as well. And the buttons are not placed at the bottom, but they're placed on the side here. Now, it is awkward for me with these buttons, but it doesn't really matter because you've got the puck key here. And to be honest with you, I think it's just pretty damn good. On this model, you don't have the DIAC version, which means that you got a blur feature which is heavily introduced on these new monitors that BenQ ZOWIE do, and that is to prevent natural spray. So it means you can save more bullets when you're shooting your enemy on these kind of games, so first person shoot 'em ups. And instead of that, we've got a blur function on there, so I'm going to check that out and just speed around and see what it's like with shooting people and stuff. Shooting the enemy on the game, I mean, that's what I mean to say. And also you can have your headphones connected to that. It obviously produces sound and stuff like that. You don't get the green light that you normally do, or the green LED that you normally get from the XL2011P, and I think the red one's the XL24P. So you got XL2411 and an XL24P. One of them's got red, one's got green, and it's got this awkward thing hanging out the side, but it looks alright. This is more of a nicer bezel on the screen. It doesn't have any bleeding on the side, so you can concentrate. I've noticed through the screens, through the times of gaming, you notice that you've got some extra bleed of light, like it's missing, or dead pixels. I haven't seen it on this screen. Really nice. I turn it off. There's no bleeding with the game in the background of the screen. This is also a TN screen as well. So it will just work. The response time is pretty decent, pretty quick, but not as quick as obviously the newer models like the XL2011P or the 2536. Like there's more models with more functionality, but then the price goes up, so that's the difference. But what can we get for the XL2430? Let's have a look. So we've got game settings, so we've got blur reduction on and off. And then we've got the black equalizer. As I said and stated before in other games when I'm trying to prove the fact that if an enemy's hiding in the ground and it's pretty dark and they're camouflaged up, you can definitely spot them up if you use black equalizer, because you can enhance it and give them a little bit more contrast and saturation without ruining the actual gameplay or the actual visuals. So that's really quite cool. Let's get out of that. So if I go to, we've got color vibrance on here as well, so that's good. That's set up as a 10 and low blue light. So if you want to play in it like long hours and you're not too bothered about the color as much, but you just really want to make sure you're not hurting your eyes, you can use that. You got instant mode, you got auto game mode, and you got save settings in game 1, game 2, game 3. So that's awesome to have that as well. You got picture mode, so you got FPS 1, FPS 2, RTS, game 1, game 2, game 3, movie and standard, depending on what you're doing. If you can have it on standard, It looks so much better when you're on your desktop, and you just got to like calibrate the screen up a little bit. So you got Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Gamma 3, Gamma 4, Gamma 5, and then we've got color temperature, which is normal, bluish, reddish, or user defined. And then you've got AMA, which is for liquid solution, a liquid screen look, but you do compensate for other things as well. You've got off and high and premium, and then you've got dynamic contrast, you can have that on or off. Then Sensi demo, which if you got it on, it splits the screen in the middle, so you can check what's decent and what's not decent, or however you want, or however you don't. And then you can reset the color if it's wrong. I like that feature a lot. And then you've got like your inputs, so you can have DVI, display, port, HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and D-sub. And then if we go down, we've got all the different aspect ratio of all the screens that you can have. You can play some old school games and make it real retro if you really want to. It depends as however you want to play it. Then you've got smart scaling, HDMI, RGB, PC range, and overscan and geometry. And if I go down to the last bit, so you can go into headphones and turn the volume up. It's at 50 at the moment. It's not incredibly loud or anything like that, even if it's at 100%, but you still got it. You can mute it. You've got on-screen display, so languages, display time, on-screen lock, just in case if you're taking it to LAN party and stuff. Then you've got all your custom keys, so you can go and individually customize black equalizer, blur reduction, color vibrance, low blue light, contrast, volume, mute, and everything for each key. LED indicator, so loads of people were asking, can you turn off the light in the XL 2411p, and you can't. I even asked BenQ that, and they said no. But on the other screens you can. So look, I'm going to turn this one off. Off, no light, it's annoying you. Light on, light brighter. So I'm going to have mine on medium, and then you've got the DDC, CI, you can have that on and off. Right, so let's check it out. I think I'm going to put the speakers on here. Did I say I'm using BenQ ZOWIE is Vital, and you can obviously opt from sound through the speakers or through your headphones. And at the moment I'm just going to quickly switch it just like so. Start the game. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. So I like the fact that you can go left and all the way right. It's got such a swerve on it. Such a little screen. Wow. Okay, it looks very clean, very sharp. This just looks like a whole new computer. It looks well sharp. This is only 1920 by 1080. So the XL2430, oh my god, for £300 as a screen, I think it's definitely worth it. I felt so immersed in the actual gameplay, and it's not like PUBG's not like the best like graphical game like Call of Duty and Battlefield. Those are sort of like the games that you've got highly decent graphics, you play around and it just looks sick. And to be honest with you, I'm not even playing at that level, and this was highly immersive. I was just like so like drawn into the game. There's nothing wrong with the screen at all. It picks up all the clarity of the blades of grass and the buildings and everything. It just looks so realistic. And I tried it at 60 Hz. The 60 Hz was just awful, but look at 144 Hz. It's like you got an more impressive like visual of graphics. I was just blown away. This monitor is definitely one of my favourite monitors now. Even though it hasn't got the shields and it hasn't got the diac, it's got the blur reduction. But yet, I don't think I even had I had the blur reduction on and off, and it works. It does work, but I just preferred it off, and I didn't notice anything different, me spinning around or anything like that. The screen is proper sick. If you can continue to have the continuity of frame rates per second, the blur's not too much at all. To be honest with you, I didn't really know much. I didn't see much blur at all. I'd like to say something about FIFA though. When I used to play FIFA a lot, I noticed that the game was always a trailing blur when I was playing it on TVs and stuff like that. And I was like, when are they going to make improvements to make it better? Now, having this screen, I would definitely have the blur reduction on. But obviously, I don't know, it's just so professional. That's what I've got to say. If you're looking at a very high quality screen, but you don't want to go up to the next levels like the XL2530, I think, can't remember the names of them all, there's so many of them, then stick with this one. There's not much difference. It's got a plethora of functionality. It does come with the puck key, which means it's very quick for gamers and very professional players that want to just get on and do things really quickly. When paired up with the Vital Day, it's really awesome. You go from the speakers straight to headphones, and you've got your headphones on the side there. I think it complements it really well. Yeah, there's no bleeding. The screen looks just right. It looks clean. It looks perfect for the actual gameplay. Yeah, I highly recommend this screen. I think this is going to be one of my more favourite screens, like the XL2430. I class it like that. This is such a small screen, but all of a sudden, like gone from 32 inches straight into this, I was thinking this looks really small, but all of a sudden it becomes like a very big world on the screen, and it's a really a great achievement for BenQ, definitely. But obviously their screens are better with the DIAC thing on there, and obviously the shields as well, so you can cover up and really zone in into the game. But anyway, black equalizer works really well on here. Check out my other videos of that, me talking and leading on to that. And the final video of all these BenQ monitors is going to be a shopping cart video of like, I play PUBG, I play Fortnite, I play Battlefield, I play Call of Duty, I play CSGO, I play Street Fighter, I play this, I play that. And I'll direct you to the most monitor that I would definitely recommend for those sort of games. Even if you're going to be playing more other games, say you're playing fighting and you're playing frame rates per second, then you obviously want a monitor that's all rounder. But anyway, that's going to be the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the XL2430 monitor by BenQ ZOWIE. And yeah, subscribe, share, like and all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.